It's been
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Or afternoon, I guess. How's everyone doing today?
You're stupid.
Okay, good start. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Peanuts. Hi, Rifter. Hey, Momo. And I think Phones just called me stupid. Many such cases. We're playing Sonic 4 today. Doesn't Sonic 4 imply that it takes place in the classic universe? Sonic 4 implies nothing. Because the entire thing with Sonic 4 is that it was originally going to be a mobile game called Sonic Mobile. And then they rebranded it to Sonic 4 to get people to buy it because they thought it would be Sonic 4. Hi, Mina! Well, thanks for stopping by. Use them wisely? I don't know how. I'm just learning what server boosts do. That's, I don't know what they do, but I'll figure it out. Maybe. Okay, let's play some damn Sonic the Hedgehog. You get an animated server icon, more emotes, and some other goodies? Oh. I think I have pretty much all my emotes already uploaded, but I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can take advantage of. On a little vacation? Nice. Oh, was a Transformer deemed? Oh, it sure was. Excuse me. Ugh. Ugh. The device fucking broke. It was literally working and now it's broken. Hold on. Let me refresh it. Ugh. There we go. I'm a damn horse now. Hashtag nay. Look at that finger wag go. Look at them drag that PNG back and forth. Oh man, it's been a long time since I've played Sonic 4. I remember not liking it, but maybe with a fresh perspective and an open mind, it'll actually be pretty good. This game looks so ass. The music is also not great. And the fact that you can do this and lose all your momentum immediately. It's so weird. Like if you're running and then you just like stop, you just stop on a dime. Why it look like that? That's just what Sonic 4 looks like. I regret to inform you, this is just what Sonic 4 looks like. The mobile version actually looks worse somehow. Don't ask me how. God, this game feels like such ass to play. So popular, it got a mobile game? Yeah, everyone loves Sonic the Hedgehog. Whoop. Uh-oh. Sonic's gonna die. Is Fortnite? Yep, that's what this is. You got it in one. In the mobile version, when you go through a loop, the entire screen rotates so that Sonic doesn't actually look like he's going through a loop and just looks like he's like running still. And it's really nauseating, and I kind of wish they had kept that for the PC version so that the game could be even worse. Go all in at this point. Hold on. Hell yeah, Sonic 4. I don't know, this game just feels really gross to play. Sonic 4. At least this is full screen. The Wii version is on 3.4. Or 3.4 jail. I don't know that that would make much of a difference if I'm being honest. If the momentum was better. See, the problem is, like, I don't even think the momentum would change anything. Obviously, it'd be nicer if it, like, had momentum, but the thing with Sonic games with momentum is you have to have level design that is built around it. And I don't think this level design would be built around, like, actual classic Sonic momentum physics. This is your childhood favorite? You know what? That's fair. Everyone had games that sucked ass as kids that they liked because they were children. I had a GameCube Tasmanian Devil game that I really liked, but I was terrible at. This feels worse than Bubsy. I'm gonna be completely honest, it does not feel worse than Bubsy. Like, I feel like this is actually kind of playable. It doesn't feel good, but like, it's not Bubsy bad. Oh, let's do a special stage. Oh no, Sonic 4? Yep. Like, I don't know, taking apart any, like, expectations of what a classic Sonic game should be and, like, the expectations that this game had by being called Sonic 4, I think it is... It's fine. It's like a playable, boring platformer. God, why would they bring back the Sonic 1 special stages? Of all the, like, bizarre decisions, this one is the one that I just understand the least. Who was asking for these? Can I get the Chaos Emerald at least? Oh, 6 more. There we go. Generations will always be one of your faves. You say that, but you're having so much fun right now. You know what? Yeah, this game's actually great. What was I thinking? I love the really shitty Sonic 1 special stages. It's actually, it feels really good to be nauseous and sick and feel bad. This is episode 1? Yep, this is episode 1. No Tails. You know no one cares, but you just applied to 5 jobs back to back and stood outside each one for like 20 minutes? Well, good luck. Oh, I can now play Act 1 to 3 in each zone. Lucky me! I get to play so much Sonic 4! What did I think of Frontiers? I've actually been replaying it a bit lately. I wanted to see how the Spin Dash felt, and so I downloaded a completed save file from the internet and did New Game Plus so I could start with the Spin Dash. And honestly, without having to worry about all the stupid JRPG mechanics and like leveling up and just being able to like run around as Sonic with like full, like all of your abilities unlocked from the beginning, I find that game so much more fun. As someone who thought that it felt bad like really early and couldn't really get into it, like just having all the shit unlocked and being able to freely run around is so much better. Have I played the advanced titles? Yeah, or at least I played 1 and 3. I never had 2. I played 1 and 3 as a kid a lot because I had those, and I recently replayed 1 like 2 weeks ago on stream, and I liked it. The level design gets a little bit iffy near the end, but honestly, I found it pretty enjoyable. Okay. High speed athletics. Wow. I was thinking of streaming Sonic Advance 2 at one point. I know it's a lot more similar. It's like a prototype for the Rush titles. It doesn't have a boost, but kind of has like a similar feel to it from what I've seen. I've seen some like speedruns from it at GDQ. But no, I don't know. I was largely disappointed by what I played of Frontiers. Granted, I never got super far into it, but could be worse. It definitely could have gone in a worse direction. And I thought Shadow Generations was really good. I think I just have open world fatigue, if I'm being honest. I think I just want games to be a little bit more focused. And I don't know that open world was really a great direction for Sonic. Or at the very least, if you're going to have an open world Sonic, I really think that having it be momentum based would help a lot. I didn't really care for the fact that Frontiers had like no momentum. I think that's like one of the big satisfying parts of Sonic's movement is the momentum. Did I like the story of Frontiers? What I saw was kind of interesting. And I like Eggman being a good dad. I don't know what to say. I like the cliche of the evil supervillain just being a good father. I like it with Bowser and I like it with Eggman. You need Sonic Mania 2? It's never gonna happen, but if you're looking for other like good Sonic games to play that are Mania inspired, or at least maybe not Mania inspired, but like decent classic Sonic games, the fan game Sonic and the Fallen Star and Sonic and the Moon Facility, I played those recently and they're both insanely good. Moon Facility is unfortunately unfinished and will not get finished because it was canceled, but there's a pretty playable version of it that exists that's like at least has all the levels and everything, and it's really fun. Mania made Sega so mad. God, wouldn't you be though? If like you just couldn't make a good Sonic game and then some fans came in and made the most critically acclaimed Sonic game in like 20 years. Why was that filtered? Oh, I think it's because, did you put a period in it? It might have thought it was a link. Because it filters it like that with the 3 asterisks if you try to send a link in chat. Is this 09 Sonic? You're thinking of Sonic 06, and no, this is not Sonic 06. That one is different. That one's Sonic Adventure 3. Yeah, if you put a period and then like don't put a space afterwards, Twitch will think that it's a link, and then I have links not allowed in chat, so it'll censor them. Hey, DeMarco. Wow, the music in this game really is not good. That's kind of funny. People always say, like, no matter how bad the Sonic game is, the music is at least good. And I'm like, not true. Sonic 4 and Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom has atrocious music. Triple Trouble 16-bit? Yeah, I've been meaning to stream that one. I haven't gotten to it yet. The reality is, fans were the ones responsible for Sonic Mania, and fans will continue to be responsible for the other good Sonic games. At least when it comes to, like, classic Sonic. Here's hoping Zelda goes back to a more classic 3D. I mean, after Tears of the Kingdom, I really think the next Zelda game needs to get, like, focused in. I don't think having an even bigger open world is I don't think it was the right direction for Tears of the Kingdom. I think Tears of the Kingdom was a really bad sequel to Breath of the Wild. And I think after Breath of the Wild, they really needed to, like, lower the size of the open world and just focus things in a little bit. And they did the exact opposite, and I don't think it was good. I think it was detrimental. Sega has to make another classic game at one point. I mean, they kind of did with Superstars, from what I've seen at least. I think it had, like, the classic design philosophy, even if not the classic visuals. Look, moment to moment, Tears of the Kingdom's gameplay, really fun. I put like 100 hours into it. I can't deny that I had a good time playing it. But like as a sequel to Breath of the Wild, awful, atrocious. Like, it's just so unfocused. The game does such a bad job of like leading you where to go and like motivating you to do certain things. I will never get over how poorly designed Ultra Hand is, in the sense that it's like, build anything you want, have fun, the world is your oyster. And then it's like you put 2 fans on a control stick and it's better than anything else you can ever make. It's the only good thing that matters. It lasts like 30 minutes and it's better than any other contraption you can make as far as like movement goes. So never do anything else. And it's like, well, okay. Sounds great. I'll just do that then. It should have been its own thing, not a direct sequel. I don't think that would have mattered. I mean, I don't disagree. I think that making it a direct sequel and then kind of ignoring all of the plot of Breath of the Wild was disappointing. But like, I don't know that it would have really saved the game. I think fundamentally the game was kind of doomed. A Sonic Unleashed daytime stages only game would be peak. I mean, that's kind of what Colors is, if you squint. It's the Sonic 1 boss. Don't you love it? Because it's Thing You Remember? God, I don't know. Like, I guess the reason I like it when Sonic Advance does like a reference to the Sonic 1 boss is because it's like, oh, it's like a cheeky little reference at like the final boss that's kind of cute. Here it's like, oh, it just feels like there's no ideas. They're just reusing it again. Great. It's why I really like how the Death Egg Robot was implemented in Mania, because I think it's very charming to have the final boss from Sonic 2 be the first boss of Sonic Mania. But, like, you know, it's a mix-up. Like, the final boss is actually its own unique thing. No other Zelda lets you copy-paste Ganondorf, though? Does Tears of the Kingdom let you do that? Is that, like, some shit I didn't know about? I don't know. I can't get over the fact that they just never even mentioned Calamity Ganon in Tears of the Kingdom. It doesn't even feel like a sequel. It's so bizarre. Anyway, I don't think that the core gameplay and like the physics engine and like the world, I mean, definitely I don't think we should have another game built in the same like continuity. Make it different, but I think the general gameplay is fine and fun. Just make it more condensed. Make it so it's more stuff in a smaller area and bring back like actual temples, please. I like some of the temples from, I liked the not the fire temple and not the water temple were kind of at least visually neat from Tears, but generally speaking, gameplay wise, I think they were kind of boring and not really memorable. Made remakes of Adventure 1 and 2, literal goldmine. I honestly think they're scared. I think they know that if they mess those up, that it'll be like really bad, and that they're just terrified to touch them. Cause like, I don't know. They also just might not want to. Well, clearly they don't want to, but like, I legit think they're just worried that they'll mess it up. The problem with Tears of the Kingdom is that top to bottom, kind of nothing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, there's a lot that could be said about Tears of the Kingdom. And again, I think it's like weird to talk about because I can't deny that moment to moment, I had a lot of fun with it. But it just didn't feel like it had the lasting effect on me that like Breath of the Wild had. Where I still think so much about so many moments of Breath of the Wild. And Tears is just like, I don't know. Again, I still think a lot of the gameplay just felt very, not even, I mean, unpolished maybe, but unfocused. Like, implementing something like Ultra Hand, cool. Making it so that 90% of the stuff you can build with Ultra Hand is ultimately redundant to any actual, like, progress in the game, not cool. Sad. Plus, it's also just really fun to be a hater. That's like the main thing. More than anything else, more than any actual like design philosophy behind Tears of the Kingdom, it's so fun to be a hater. Best thing about Frontiers are the boss fights. I think I only got to like the second, on like my first playthrough, I only got to the second zone or whatever, so I only did the first boss fight. I don't know, I gotta be honest, I think just the general designs of Frontiers feel kind of boring to me. Like all the, what's the name of what they're called? The like giant things or whatever? I'm sure there's like an actual lore name for them. Visually, they're just so boring. Thoughts on the time travel stuff they introduced in Tears of the Kingdom? I don't know. It was kind of... The way they handled Zelda in that game was atrocious. Like, really bad. God, remember when people thought we might get a playable, Zelda in Sonic? Or in, Tears of the Kingdom? We might get a playable Zelda in Sonic. Remember when people thought we might get a playable Zelda in Tears of the Kingdom? Because we were all fools? Will we get Frontiers too? Yeah, I just got a phone call from Yuji Naka from prison. They're working on it. Yeah, if you draw her, please send me the fan art. I have in my Discord, I have an art channel where people can send fan art. Someone actually just sent some this morning and it was so cute. I love seeing it. It was the first thing I saw when I woke up and it was awesome. So retro? Which one is this, Salted Peanuts? Which one? Are you talking about the pixel one? Ugh, this one? I'm assuming it's this one. TikTok, can you guys hear my bones breaking now when I transform? I think I set it up so TikTok can also hear my bones break when I transform and not just Twitch. Hi, Dylan Active. How's it going? No, you didn't hear it? Aw, bummer. Why isn't it working? No, it should be heard. Maybe it's just too quiet. Here, let me increase the volume a little. Go to there. Okay. Do you hear this? Ugh. Ugh. Now you heard it? Okay, I'm gonna make it a little louder. That should be very hearable. Can you hear this? Or this? How's stream been? Stream's good. What about this one?
Whoa, Jason, nice cock. Whoa, Jason, nice cock. Nice cock, Jason. Nice cock, Jason.
I gotta put more shit in my soundboard. Blah. Why didn't that work? Ugh. There we go. Okay, back to this one. Oh god, ow. My bones. My damn bones. We need Sonic Adventure 3? We got Sonic Adventure 3. It's called Sonic the Hedgehog from 2006. Am I okay? Every time someone on Twitch makes me transform, my entire body restructures its bones into nothing and mush and then restructures them back into the new form, and it hurts a lot. But it's worth it. Momo, I'm assuming you mean like we need a game with an adventure playstyle, which I don't disagree with. I think we're kind of overdue for a return to adventure formula. But when people specifically ask for Adventure 3, I think it's kind of funny because I'm like, well, we kind of had that. We had another adventure style game after Sonic Adventure 2 that like gameplay and story-wise was very similar to the first two games. Everyone just doesn't want to talk about it or accept that it's Sonic Adventure 3 because it sucked. And I don't disagree with like that per se. But I think a lot of people are living in denial. Sonic 06 doesn't look that bad. It's not the visuals, it's the gameplay is really bad. And the fact that it ran like ass. I'll even go as far as to say the level design isn't terrible in Sonic 06. It really is just the game is unpolished and feels bad to play. Sonic 06 is an SA3? It might as well be. It's SA3 in literally everything except name. They absolutely could have called it Sonic Adventure 3, and I don't think anyone could have, like, fought against that, you know? Like, what reason is there for it not to be Sonic Adventure 3? Other than it sucks. Saying it sucks is not a valid reason to say why it couldn't have been called Sonic Adventure 3. Funny thing, you have Sonic 06? Me too, I have it on PS3. Granted, I don't have my PS3 plugged in right now, so I can't play it, but, you know, I think that's okay. I'll survive. My Discord, you can find a link to it on my bio. I have a link to all my stuff in the bio. Thoughts on the story? I mean, it wasn't great, but again, I don't think quality is necessarily a like, I don't think quality matters in the argument of like whether or not it is Sonic. I guess it's not Sonic Adventure 3 because it is literally not a game called Sonic Adventure 3. So you got me there. That's true. It's not Sonic Adventure 3 because it's not called Sonic Adventure 3. But what chat? I question, what would you do if a game that played exactly like Sonic Forces came out and they just called it Sonic Adventure 3? What would you do then? Is Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2 bad? Yep. I mean, it's not good. It's playable. I don't know, as like a Kingdom Hearts fan, I think it's really funny when people are like, I've waited 13 years for Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's like, that can't be true. Because like, it didn't start development until 2013. Like, and they were making other games. Birth by Sleep could have just been called Kingdom Hearts 3 if Nomura didn't have like a weird naming convention that he liked. 3D could have been called Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3D was a direct sequel to Kingdom Hearts 2 that followed Sora. This part sucks, by the way. Like, what if Sonic Heroes is Sonic Adventure 3? Could be. Like, I would say it kind of doesn't fit that because it, I don't know. Heroes at least feels pretty different, but that's mostly just because it's on a like different engine. Like, it was the first time Sega was making a Sonic game not for a dedicated system. Oh, this part really sucks. This is awful. Hate when people hate on Sonic Superstars. I haven't played it yet. I'm waiting for it to go on sale for like $10 before I play it. There's no way Superstars is as bad as this. It's not even possible. Looney, thank you for the follow. What about the storybook games? Haven't played them. I think the main reason people don't like Superstars is because it's not Sonic Mania 2. Okay, I got impatient. And that's on me. Like, I think if we never had Sonic Mania and Sonic Superstars came out, people would be way more favorable towards it. I know there aren't many defenders of this game, but I really have to question, am I in the Purple app too? Yep, I'm on Twitch. I'm dual streaming to Twitch right now. Thoughts on Crosswords? I know you probably mean Crossworlds, the racing game, but I'm gonna respond as if you actually meant Crosswords. I think they're fun. I do the mini Crosswords sometimes, or at least I used to. They changed it so you need a subscription to play them now, and I don't want to do that, so I haven't played the mini in a while. But I like Crosswords. I think they're fun. I like puzzle games. What game is that? What, crossword? Like crossword puzzles? Isn't there a Sonic form of Fall Guys? Yeah, I tried playing it, but because I had my VPN on, I immediately got kicked. I haven't really played a lot of Crossworlds. I only played the beta test that came out. What do I think about Crossworlds adding comic characters? I'm glad they added the lesbians. That's really cool. Shadow Gens was great. I had a really fun time with Shadow. Again, I don't really think I have a problem with Sonic Frontiers, like gameplay wise. I wish it was a little more. Sometimes it can feel a little strange, but Shadow is built on a very similar engine, but it was very focused, condensed level design, and that made it fun to play. Superstars will be the game that kills Mario Wonder. That's so true. Just wait, Nintendo. Sonic Superstars is coming for you.
Women.
Wait, that was awesome. Back in there. No, again. More. It's not enough. It's never enough. Sonic 4 is a game you don't have strong opinions about? Fence sitter. Fence sitter. You can never have not strong opinions. You must hate. Legion, didn't you ask that in Twitch chat? And I answered it in Twitch chat? Did you move to TikTok chat just to ask the same question again? Don't make me obliterate you, Legion. Don't make me do this. You asked it, then had to go? A likely story. I'll accept it at face value. No, this is not Sonic 06. Sonic 06 is a 3D Sonic game. This is Sonic 4, which was originally just a mobile game called Sonic Mobile, but they rebranded it Sonic 4 to trick people into buying it. Hands the Doom spell? Oh, don't worry, Solus Rifter. I already had a Doom spell locked and ready to go. Oh my god. Why would they do it like this? You still don't believe this game was made by the same people that made the Advanced trilogy? I mean, I guess I'd have to double. I know it was made by Dimps, but like, you know, a company is the people, not the name. Was this made by the same like actual? And again, you got to think about like scheduling and time frames that they had to make the game and everything. It's like how Metroid Prime 4 was made by Retro Studios, but like, does that matter if everyone working at Retro Studios like 20 years ago doesn't work there anymore? The design of this game seems pretty fun. I don't know how you got tricked into believing that, but it's wrong. This game was originally called Sonic the Portable. It was something like that. It was not originally Sonic 4. It was like Sonic Mobile or Sonic Portable. I don't remember the exact name. But they changed it to Sonic 4 to trick suckers like me into buying it. Why did they call it Sonic 4? I just said. I literally just said that. so people would buy it because they would think that it was an actual continuation to Sonic 3. Unironically, you think the mobile version looks better? I agree. It's because they don't have the weird cell shading on Sonic. I don't think the game looks good by any means, but whatever. This game's music doesn't even sound good, right? It's just terrible all the way. Sonic, in the mobile version, Sonic fits in a little bit better. Because they updated the model for the mobile version to be less jarring. God, everyone's favorite part of Sonic is slowly taking a bunch of cannons and shooting into areas that you can't see. Everyone's favorite part of Sonic is blind leap of faith cannon shots that'll kill you if you're wrong. This is what the people were asking for. Okay, so that spring, don't use that one, I guess. Origins could have been better if the game didn't have DRM, didn't have like a bunch of weird issues, kept the menus from the Sonic mobile ports, and made it so that all of the content from the Plus game was available in the original game at launch. Then I think people wouldn't have disliked it as much. This game would have been so much better in 16-bit. This game would have sucked just as much in 16-bit, making it so the problem with this game is not that it's 3D. Like, absolutely, that is not the issue here. The issue is 100% that the game is poorly designed. Like, initial thoughts on this are definitely wrong. This is awful. Yeah, it's just not a very, like, fun Sonic game. It doesn't understand, like... It doesn't understand, like, the fun and joy of the momentum gameplay from the original games, and the level design is not built like that. It's mostly gimmicks in this game. A lot of the levels are built around, like, one-off gimmicks. Like, the cannons there. That level was the cannon level, where you use a bunch of cannons to shoot around. Is it fun to use cannons? Is it conducive to Sonic's, like, high-speed, momentum-based gameplay to use cannons? No, not at all, but that was the cannon level. And that's pretty much all this game is, just a bunch of gimmicks. If you go to, like, Lost Labyrinth Zone, it's like World of Darkness. This is the level where everything is fucking dark, and you have a stupid torch that you have to use. I'm not against level gimmicks. Like, a lot of Sonic levels have level gimmicks, generally, like... But they're generally non-intrusive. Like, oh, one of the, what's the name of it? The desert level from Sonic and Knuckles? It's like that one has a slightly similar gimmick where, like, you have to use, like, the pulleys to stop the ghost from showing up. But the level design is not, like, completely built around it. And, like, it's still generally about, like, fun momentum gameplay and not, this is the level where you're in the dark. I mean, look at this. Look at every hallway I just ran through. This is a level in Sonic 4. You run to the right. Jump. 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 Like, what are we doing? Like, that's the big problem, that Sonic 4's design is so gimmick-based because the core gameplay is just not very fun. It doesn't feel good or fun to control Sonic. There's no feeling of gaining speed. Don't think this level is even in the mobile port. I couldn't tell you that. I haven't really... I don't think I have played much in the mobile port. The, Mephic Collective, thank you for the follow. And Zach, thank you for the follow. Episode 1 mobile port is lost media? That's not true. That's straight up not true. That's 100% not. No, you just said something wrong. Like, it is absolutely possible to play the Sonic 1 mobile port. Even if it's taken off of, like, the Play Store, you can absolutely 100% emulate it. Like, that's not what lost media is. A game being delisted does not mean it's lost media. You can emulate mobile games, and you can 100% emulate the mobile port of Sonic 1. Yes, it does. You don't know what lost media is. Okay. The Spider-Man mobile game is lost media? Look, there is no way to legally obtain the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's not on Disney Plus. It's not on any streaming service. It's lost media, except it isn't. I have it on my computer. I could watch it right now. It's uploaded everywhere. It's not lost media. Please learn what lost media means. Lost media is only lost media if it's completely usable or if you have no access to it. Can we watch it now? I'll put it on later. I'll put the Star Wars Holiday Special on later. Don't worry. Just because a company takes it off their streaming service does not mean that it's lost media. Do you hear that, chat? Do you hear what you just heard? That's my phone. Want to know what game is being played on my phone? You'll never guess. Sonic 4 Episode 1? Whoa! How am I doing that? I was told it's lost media. And yet here I am playing Sonic 4 Episode 1 lost media on my phone. What? That's crazy. I literally own the game. It's not lost media. Salted Peanuts, I saw your role for VIP. We'll do that now. I need to... Chat's being ridiculous. Chat doesn't know what lost media is and they're making it my problem. Lost media is when the public has no access to it anymore. When it's just completely gone and there's no way for you to get it because it's at best in a vault somewhere from some company that will never release it. It does not mean they delisted it. Roll a dice. 8. You win nothing. Get her a Daker phone. You don't have to kill me for it if you want to play it. Also, you hear nothing. Oh my god. I think it's because I have a lot of filters on Twitch chat to stop background noise from getting through. Here, let me turn it up really loud. There, that for sure went through. Anyway, now that I've proven you all wrong, and have come out the victor in the intellectual marketplace of ideas, I can keep playing Sonic 4. You're lost media? You're gonna be if you keep fucking talking about it. I'm sorry, but by your definition, every retro game that does not have a modern port on PC would be considered lost media, which is insane. Yeah, lost media would be an old TV show that never got re-released at home and there's no recordings of it anywhere on the internet. If there was never a bootleg recording of the Star Wars Holiday Special and it legitimately was not possible to watch it anywhere, then yeah, it would be lost media. But there are recordings of it and you can watch it, so it's not lost media. You see, this is the torch gimmick level. Yeah, doesn't everyone love the torch gimmick level where you're in dark and you have to slowly wait for things to blow up? In the dark? Have I ever played any Rayman games? I had Rayman 2 on the N64 as a kid, but I was terrible at it and never beat it. I think I always got to the part where you like freed you had like your fairy friend or whatever that you would free and she would give you like an upgrade so you could punch better. But I could never get like very far past that part. I always got lost. Oh God. This one? This one? Oh my God. This one? This one? No, not that one. How didn't you know Sonic 4 exists? You lived in a beautiful world before you knew Sonic 4 exists. You got lost in the media? I'm putting lost media up on the shelf where no one can grab it anymore. Okay, not that one apparently. This one? And this one. Why is that other one going? I don't want that one. What is causing... Okay. And I can't see anymore. Is it that one? Okay, that one's pointless. Don't light that one. Do I only light this one and then go... No. But then if I light this one brings that up. So that one brings up both of these. I see. So I have to light this one and then light this one and then do that. Got it. That sucked. That was stupid. You just opened that Sonic game made by the fan on your phone. Is it lost media? I'm blocking it. I'm killing it. No, I'm blocking anyone that mentions lost media from now on. I can't take it anymore. You're getting timed out for a million years. Rayman Origins is in Legends is blah, blah. I can't speak anymore. I can't do it. Origins and Legends are peak. I've heard those ones are good. I think I have, what was the first one that came out? Is that Origins or Legends? Origins, right? I have the first one of those two on Steam. Sonic 4 is a girl. All video games are women. Woke 2. Mom Donnie's mayor. Video games are women now. Lexi, that's even more woke, so that's allowed, I guess. Video games or whatever will piss off the most, like, right-wing chuds. Is Sonic 4 that bad? So Sonic 4 is not, like, actually Sonic 4, in a sense. It was a completely different Sonic game that was just a mobile. It was like a Sonic game made for mobile, and then Sega was like, we want people to buy this, so we're just gonna call this random mobile Sonic game that we're making Sonic 4. And so it plays nothing like the original 3 Sonic games, and has nothing to do with, like, the story of those games or anything. And it's just kind of a really cheap mobile game that they just called Sonic 4. Gears of War is a hot, sexy bear. As long as Gears of War is gay, then that's fine. I feel like I was in that level for a million years. It took 8 minutes? Oh my god. Oh, I can just play special stages? Wow, cool. Ooh. Okay, I guess I'll finish, I'll do Dr. Eggman's Party. Is it a bad port or just a bad game? It's a bad game. The port is fine. I mean, it plays exactly like it did on mobile. But the game itself is just not a very well-designed Sonic game. The physics are a little iffy, like the fact that I can do this. That might have looked a little strange to someone who has expectations for how Sonic works. I don't know, if you're really a big Sonic fan, well, it depends on the kind of Sonic fan you are. I think if you just really like Sonic the character, you could probably get some enjoyment out of this game, but if you are like a Sonic, like, Genesis, like, super fan, I don't think there's much for you in this game. Actually, some different stages from mobile and console. I think, isn't there like one where you're like in a minecart the entire level in the mobile version? Fuck with the super theme for Sonic 4? I couldn't tell you because I've never bothered to do all the special stages in this game because look at it. Look at this game. Charlie, thank you for the gift. Oh boy, Lost Labyrinth. Also, only 4 zones is crazy. Like, oh my god. I get that there's an episode 2, but like, come on. Episode 2 is not an actual continuation to this game. It's just a separate game. Sonic Boom. I do have my Wii U plugged in. I'd have to find my copy of Sonic Boom. I don't know where it is. It's in a box somewhere with all my other Wii U games. I don't know if I could survive a Sonic Boom playthrough. I think I'd just get bored. It also just feels so done, you know? Even this is like, what am I doing playing and complaining about Sonic 4 in 2026? Everyone has already done that. Like, I am breaking no new ground, but I guess sometimes chat likes seeing me get tortured, so. Oh, is this the level where you walk on the big giant balls that you have to balance on? This is the ball level? I do need to be very clear. I don't have an issue with level gimmicks in general, like as a concept. My issue is that these gimmicks are bad and not fun or conducive to fun gameplay. Because I know people will be like, wow, she said gimmicks are bad, but Sonic 1 and through 3 had gimmicks, and it's like, yeah, but those weren't like terrible. Some of them were not good, but like, come on. Played Bubsy, you can do anything? I played Bubsy, I can do anything. Lost Labyrinth enjoyers? You accidentally put a plural on enjoyers there. I think you meant Lost Labyrinth enjoyer. Yeah, this is the level where you ride on Ball. When did this game come out? I think 2007? It was during the quote-unquote Sonic Dark Ages that everyone loves to poke fun at. It was like 2007, 2008. Came out 2010? Jeez, okay. Later than I thought. Music is mystical? This music wishes it could be Labyrinth Zone. I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a hyperbole because, like, what? The actual bad games there were Sonic 06, which even now has its fan base. There's people that unironically stand by Sonic 06. The Game Boy Advance port of Sonic 1, which was just kind of a shoddy port. People fuck with Unleashed now. You can't even use Unleashed as like an example of a bad Sonic game. They'll kill you for that. Why does this look like a Newgrounds game? Legitimately, I think it's because of the Sonic character model they used. It just looks very cheap. Didn't a fan make a better GBA game? I'm sure someone has ported Sonic 1 like competently to GBA at this point. People have put like a ton of shit on that system. Back on the ball. And I don't know, I think people are kind of a little, there's like defenders and haters for the Sonic storybook games, but I haven't played them, so I couldn't tell you. That was so fun. Sonic Heroes can be buns at what point? Yeah, I played Sonic Heroes. I streamed it a few days ago. I went through Team Rose because that's what chat voted on. It was okay. At least it wasn't 8 minutes, right? Sonic Dark Ages is such a Reddit way to explain it, I guess. I don't know if that means anything. I really think people just wanted Sonic Adventure 3 at that point, and were just mad that we didn't get it, and are still mad that we didn't get it. But we did get Sonic Adventure 3. People just don't want to talk about that. I don't know, the thing is like too, when you actually look at the development for Sonic 06, you just feel really bad for the devs working on it. It was apparently pretty not great. Like, there was a lot of internal issues at Sega at the time that made working on that game apparently kind of a nightmare. Just waiting for people to admit that SA2 didn't age well? Keep waiting. I replayed that game a little while ago. That game's great. Like, there's some parts about it that are a little rough, but like, you know, I think generally speaking, the game's pretty good. And if you mod it, which granted, that might be a little bit cheating as far as like, you know, whether or not the game is good, but with a few mods, that game goes crazy. SA1 and Heroes didn't age well. Fully disagree on SA1. SA1 is aged pretty well. The problem with SA1, and the reason I think a lot of people don't like it, is, what the fuck? What is happening? I'm rotating the whole level? Okay. The reason that I think a lot of people think that SA1 didn't age well is because the PC port of it is like a really shoddy version of the GameCube port. It's like a really bad version. Sonic Heroes is Sonic Adventure 3? Wrong, because it's not called Sonic Adventure 3, so it's technically not. Sonic Adventure 1 had a really shoddy PC port that like has a bunch of bugs and like graphical issues. But if you mod it to be more like the Dreamcast version, which was like the, you know, pretty much best version of the game that was released, it's actually pretty sick. And there's a lot of really good parts about that game. Honestly, like, E102 Omega's story, sick. The Knuckles levels in that game are pretty good. Sonic controls well. You can do some crazy level skips. Like, that game has some really good, like, kind of more open Sonic levels that are fun. You played Xbox 360. See, I think any port of, honestly, the Xbox 360 port, I think is also based on the DX game on the GameCube version. And that version had a shit ton of new bugs introduced. And so, like, unfortunately, a lot of the versions of Adventure that people have played are ones that are, like, very buggy and have a lot of issues with them. But if you get it on PC and you mod it a bit to play more like the Dreamcast, there's like a Dreamcast conversion that fixes a lot of the bugs and makes it play more like the original. You love that your momentum completely stops when you breathe in air in a water level. It was always like that. I mean, I'm not gonna defend water levels. I think even in like the classic games, taking Sonic's like fun momentum and slowing it down to a slog is kind of a choice we'll say. Oh, cool. I got out of the water just in time for more water. Great. Where do I go? Great. What's my bad nick of choice? Cucky. Obviously Cucky. Wait, bad nick, not animal friend. God, I don't know. That's a tough one. Probably still Cucky. Oh, hold on. I'm being delivered cat. I'm being delivered a cat.
No tip?
Nope. Oh my God. Caesar, relax. Can you chill out? Do you want to say hi to chat? Go meow. Say meow. I don't know if that got picked up or not. Probably not. Say meow. Fine. Go on the bed and relax. Little freak. You heard it? Sick. No tip? How cruel. I didn't even order this cat. It was just given to me. Surely the water level's not gonna rise again. Oh, another one of these. Cool. What? Do I think Sonic 06 was the start of Sonic's downfall? I don't think Sonic had a downfall. They're still making Sonic games. Sonic has not had a downfall. I don't think you can call it a downfall when they're continually making Sonic games every like 2 years. Do I have to like do it a little bit and then like, I can't jump out. Okay. Do I have to like do a little bit then go back? That's whatever. What a game. What a game. What a game. I'm not even against water levels in a lot of Sonic games. I think generally I don't prefer them versus other ones, but like, you know, I can deal with them. I can manage. I think Sonic 4 water levels are just stupid. Did I not hit the switch? Okay, not that way. This way then? Second switch, got it. Never-ending pain has ended. You're starting to release Sonic 4 Episode 3? I don't think there is an Episode 3. I think they just never made it. I think they realized it was a stupid idea to begin with. You wish there was Sonic 4 Episode 3? I'm fine with them realizing their mistake and then never doing it, never making it. That works for me, actually. Sonic Dreams Collection? Is that the fan-made one that everyone was, like, making videos about a few years ago? Where you go on, like, a date with Sonic? Don't you get it? It's the boss from Labyrinth Zone again! Momo, I'm sorry. I gotta stand by what I said. I gotta time you out for a minute now because you said lost media. It's not up to me. I don't know what to do. You forced my hand. I'm not trying to be a cruel ruler with an iron fist, but like, Chad is literally forcing my hand. There's nothing I can do. Have no clue who you are, but yeah, we playing Peak. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Okay. I have to go through the entire bottom section again, don't I? I have to go through that entire, like, bottom area again. Oh my god. Love speedrunning Sonic Generations. I'm okay with Sonic Generations. I've never speedrun it or anything. I think it's fine. I think it's an okay Sonic game. I don't love it like some people do, but I also just don't generally like the boost games as much as a lot of people tend to. They really didn't think to maybe put like a checkpoint right there? That's fine, I guess. No one has ever lost against this. I'm brave. I'm going to have a sip. I'm going to have a sip of my tea. And I'm not. It doesn't matter. Oh, did you do a transform earlier? Oh, you did. Okay, I'll do that now. I didn't get a sip of my tea. There we go. Okay. We never lose again. Welcome back, Momo. I hope it was worth it. It's the Sherlock Hound model? Yeah! Remember, everyone, Sherlock Hound is on YouTube for free, the entire series. It's out of order for some reason, because YouTube is weird. They made a YouTube order for it, which I've seen a few shows do, but you can watch all 24 episodes of Sherlock Hound for free right now. I never hear anyone talk about it, even though it's like also Ghibli. What's that? Studio Ghibli Sherlock Holmes show? Actually, I don't know if it was Ghibli. It was Miyazaki, but it might have been prior to Ghibli being founded, but still. Oh my god, so scared. Why? Oh my god, why does he have so many iframes? You're invincible for 1,000,000 years. That's not cool. This boss sucks. I'm angry. I'm feeling emotions and I will express them. Grr, anger. So you're playing Sonic 4 Episode 1, which is one of the worst Sonic games? Yeah, that's why I am angry. Ah, that's how I express myself when I'm angry. I scream. Ah, I'm so mad. Boss is actually really easy. Why are you even playing this? You gotta play dog shit to appreciate good games. You gotta play bad games so that the good ones can be good. Because if you only play good games, then your ratings get skewed, and you stop understanding how terrible things can truly be. Plus, art should make you feel things. Something making you feel bad doesn't mean that it's not good art. This is good art because it elicits an emotion from me. Now, is it the emotion that perhaps Dimps wanted it to elicit? None can say. Never played it. Why is it bad? Bad controls and bad level design. Would never describe Sonic 4 as art? I would. I would absolutely describe this game as art. Art is anything that people are willing to like discuss as art. And like I've been discussing the level design and like mechanics of this game all day. I think it's art. I think art went into making the character models and the backgrounds. Do I think it's good art or do I think it's competently made art? I mean, that's kind of what the discussion is, but like, it is art. Like, of course it is. We're talking about it. We're describing it. We're feeling something from it. It's art. Now, again, I don't think that it necessarily elicits the emotions that the creators wanted it to, but I don't think that really matters. I think once you create art and you put it out into the world, the interpretation or the intended interpretation becomes much less important than like what people get from it. Hi, Amity. It feels illegal speaking about Sonic 4's art. I don't agree with that. Look, I'm shitting on this game a lot, but it is still art. I think all games are art. And again, there are worse games than this. If we're like I'm playing it up, I'm having a bad time because this game isn't fun to play. I won't deny that, but like this game is playable. It's made, it's doable. The mechanics work. They aren't fun mechanics, but they function. The game isn't like a bug-ridden mess. But like, again, art is anything that you're willing to discuss as art. Like earlier we talked about how bad Sonic's character model looks in this. I think that alone makes it art. Like, if someone just like made this character model of Sonic, just made this character model and posted it online and said, look at this like character model of Sonic that I made in Blender or whatever, and just posted that on Blue Sky or something, would you be like, that's not art? Would you be like, that's not art because it's a not good render of Sonic? You'd be like, no, that's art. Of course it is. Why does taking that one character model and then putting it inside of a game with a bunch of other pieces of like, you know, a bunch of other mechanics and a bunch of other pieces of artwork make it not art? Like, of course it is. Why am I playing Sonic 4? I felt like it. But people want to discuss, people always talk about like how they want to discuss games as art. Well then, you have to actually accept that games are art. And some art sucks, you know? Some art isn't good. Some art looks bad or like isn't well made, but it's still art. Like, sorry, a drawing that a kid makes that goes on the fridge is still art, even if it's like dog shit. Like, that being said, every drawing that kids make that go on fridge are actually great because they put heart into it and it's not ironic, and that's beautiful. Can I play Colors DS instead? I could, but I won't because I'm playing this right now. Which is worse, this or Bubsy? Legitimately, I think this is more fun than Bubsy. Like, from what I played of Bubsy, I think Bubsy was not as fun as this. I think the fact that you die in one hit in Bubsy and the fact that like you move so fast that you kind of like can't control what you're doing. And the level design in Bubsy was also kind of a nonsensical mess. Not to praise the level design here, but I am making progress in the game and I don't die in one hit, which is nice. That does happen and that is bullshit. But even if this was a bug-ridden mess, even if it barely worked, I still think that's still artwork. Like, I don't know. That's what art is. Art, again, is anything that you're willing to discuss as art. There's a fucking urinal that's art. And, like, people get mad at it. Conservatives complain and they go, oh, this is art's, like, degenerated in the past, like, 100 years. Because, look, someone put, like, a urinal and wrote art on the side and it's art. And it's like, you're talking about it, buddy. The fact that you're even discussing it, the fact that it's eliciting this emotion from you makes it art. Like, that's what art does. It elicits a response. And again, like, I have to ask, if you saw someone that was really new to 3D modeling and they by sheer coincidence made this exact Sonic 3D model and said, I just started using Blender today. Look at this Sonic the Hedgehog that I made. You'd be like, wow. You know, that's art. You've constructed art. But putting it inside like a game makes it not art? Ridiculous. Are books a form of art? Of course they are. Like, of course writing is art. Like, I don't even think that's ever been, well, maybe it's contention and morons, but like, I think it is. Yeah, obviously. Again, I have said this multiple times. I will reiterate once more. Art is anything that people are willing to discuss as art. That one super cool Toonie, I'm so sorry, but you did have to, where is it? Do I still have it? This one? Nope, that's Mrs. Hudson. You can watch Mrs. Hudson while I look for this. I didn't get rid of it, did I? Why would I get rid of this? This is really important. So this, there we go. This is the one. I had to make this specifically because of chatters like you. I have it locked and ready to go. I'll keep that up for a bit so you learn. And I hope you think about this in the future. Yeah, the one super cool Toonie. What's up? Thanks for raising your hand. You don't have to, but like, what's up? Twitch has no idea what you showed. I'll put it on Twitch too. It's blocking the screen. That's fine. That's your consequences. Let's see here. Where do I even have this image saved? There we go. This is what TikTok had to see. Okay, you've learned your lesson. I can take it down now. This tweet is also art. You say that I think it's a joke, but like legitimately, kinda. DeMarco, you didn't do anything. It was someone else. Hi, Shroomy. How's it going? Impending doom? That's what I've been feeling this entire time. Escaping the cog trap? That's what I've been feeling this entire time. Toonie, I accept your apology. I'm glad that you've had a moment of reflection. That's what it's all about, you know? Reflecting on the things that we do, reflecting on our actions and growing as people. You will not be sent to the pain dimension because of this. Congratulations. I'm already in the pain dimension though, because I'm playing Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog sucked. A lot of people seem to think so. This is a horrible Sonic model. A little bit. It kind of looks bad. I think Amorges doesn't mesh with anything else in the game, but then the entire game kind of looks bad. What the? I know we're supposed to go the other way, but I wanted to see. God, the music in this game is so bad. This is like Metropolis. Metropolis Zone had such a fucking banger theme, and this is what we get? Awful. Mad Gear Act 3 is pretty good. No, I don't think so. I don't think any levels in this game are what I would call good. I think it's kind of a poop game. Would I rather play this or Lost World 3DS? Eat a lot of poison. I would eat a lot of poison. Lost World is okay. The 3DS version's pretty rough. And even the like console version's not great. Play this or Sonic Forces, more poison. Legitimately probably Sonic Forces, but I also don't like Sonic Forces at all, so. Why am I playing Sonic 4? Why am I playing Sonic 4? Oh, my head. Why am I doing this? Oh God, what's happening? Oh, no. Oh, fuck. It's because Sonic 4 is a great game. Oh God. Oh. They're killing me. They're killing me. I have to keep playing Sonic 4. They'll kill me. I don't know. I just felt like it. Concern is, are you gonna play episode 2? I have no fucking idea. Maybe. Depends on how I feel after beating this game. Genuinely just play Sonic Rush instead? No, because I wanted to play Sonic 4. That would be a completely different game. That would be like if I said, I want to eat pizza, and then you said, go get a burger instead. And it's like, but I don't want a burger. I wanted to eat a pizza. I didn't want to play Sonic Rush. I wanted to play Sonic 4. Sonic's getting some steps in. Hey Toonie, welcome to Twitch. Well, the good news about that is that you can actually just ignore episode 1 entirely, because Sonic 4 episode 2 has nothing to do with Sonic 4 episode 1. They're completely unrelated games that Sega tried to pretend were like related. Who the fuck lathered Sonic in butter? I think he does that every morning. Sonic butters up every morning. That's how he goes fast? True! He's just slipping and sliding everywhere. Oh, I see. I see what I must do. Why is Sonic by himself? I think all his friends died. No, please. I don't want to do this again. Okay. I guess I'm doing it again. Sonic Game Gear games are uglier than Sonic 4? I don't agree with that. I think the Game Gear games have a very charming style. Wanderlight PNG? You got it. Blah. I'm different now. Thoughts on Sonic Chaos? Haven't played it. Or at the very least, haven't played much of it. Is there like a second chat also asking questions? Oh, I'm dual streaming to TikTok. So I have TikTok chat also going. I'm on both Twitch and TikTok. Sonic Blast is uglier than Sonic 4? I can at least agree to that. Sonic Blast looks kind of bad. Again, I don't really think that matters. I mean, I think a lot of visual stuff is like subjective, you know, just a matter of taste. But I also don't if this game looked great, if this game had a really good pixel art style, why did you change art styles out of nowhere? Someone on Twitch chat redeemed Transform, where I transformed to a drawing done by a different artist, because I commissioned a bunch of different artists to draw me in their art style, so the Twitch chat could transform me by you spending channel points.
Women.
Yippee! Sonic 4 doesn't look that bad. It could be worse. Could be better. You can get paid for drawing. I certainly paid people to draw for me. I went up to a bunch of different artists and I said, here's money, give me drawing. And they said, okay.
Sorry.
I mean, that depends, K4. Like, you gotta set your own rates, I guess. Oh, this is the level that I was told was good. Great. Impending Doom. Yeah. Who said this level was good? I might time you out if it sucks and is bad. I mean, I won't do anything. Reveal yourself and I won't do anything if this level sucks. Okay, I gotta focus because this level can kill me really fast and I don't want to be stuck here for a million years. Great. Great. How do you say your name? Saruni. No. I'm okay. I never die. I'm never punished for anything. Except for spikes. Those punish me a lot. Oh my god. No! Don't kill me with a big death wall. Bummer. You'd much rather consider Advance 2 as Sonic 4? I mean, I would consider Advance 1 as Sonic 4, essentially. It's the closest thing we had to Sonic 4 until Maniac came out, I think, as far as just, like, a classic Sonic game. Advance 2 definitely shook up the formula a bit with its, like, pseudo-boost gameplay, but Advance 1 was pretty close to a, classic Sonic game. Easy. This game could be fixed by making Sonic a round pink thing that sucks up guys and flies. Sinta, Sonic Superstars came out like 2 years ago. It did not exist when Sonic 4 came out. Obviously, at this point, Sonic Mania would be considered Sonic 4. What about the actual Sonic 4? That's what I'm playing right now, but it sucks and isn't an actual game. It's not an actual Sonic 4 game. It's not actually Sonic 4. They lied. They tricked you. They just called some random other Sonic game Sonic 4. And you fell for it. My only hope is that this boss doesn't suck and make me refight it. Oh, it's the put a bunch of circulating things around the boss fight boss that these ones always have. This is a classic. Sometimes it's rocks, sometimes it's air bubbles or ice. And this time it's little metal things that become little guys. God, the boss fight music in this game is so bad. Yeah, why do you think Eggman always looks like an egg? He's been pregnant for the last 30 years. Pregnant. That's why they call him Pregman. That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. That shouldn't be allowed. Every badnik is Eggman's child? Yeah, where do you think Sage came from? Thought this was a fan game? No, this is an official game. This is Sonic 4. This is the official Sonic 4, but it was originally a mobile game called Sonic Mobile, or it was like Sonic the Portable or Sonic Portable or something. Sega just took a random game that Dimps was working on for phones and then slapped the Sonic 4 title on it so that people would spend money on it thinking it was Sonic 4. Oh, Princess Pod, this is called a stream. So basically how it works, you joined into a Twitch stream. So I play a game and I talk about things while the game is playing so that people can hear me say nonsense and watch a video game that they like get played. They've been pretty popular for a while now, but that's what you joined into. So welcome in. Oh, I can now do Egg Zone, Egg Station Zone. A classic sprite on the loading screen gotta be rage bait. This entire game is just them rehashing shit from like Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 to like hit the nostalgia center. Like legitimately, every level is just Green Hill, Casino Night, Labyrinth, and Metropolis. This entire game has no original ideas. Like, of course they're gonna put a little Sonic sprite. Like, nothing in this game is original. Seems like a horrible concept. Why is it popular? I couldn't tell ya. You'd have to ask your fellow chatters why they watch streams. Is this one with 2 episodes? I mean, Sonic 3 kinda also had 2 episodes, but not in the same way. But no, this is Sonic 4 Episode 1. There's also Episode 2. But Sonic 3 was originally only half a game because they had to release it early for a McDonald's tie-in. So they released half of Sonic 3 so that it would release in time for the McDonald's Toys tie-in. And then they released the second half as Sonic and Knuckles later. And they made it so you could take your copy of Sonic 3 and latch it onto your copy of Sonic and Knuckles to play the full game because of McDonald's Toys. I mean, this fight's just the one from Casino Night Zone. This entire game is just them, like, rehashing shit that old games had. Yeah, they released it early for toys. There was a McDonald's tie-in, and they had to have a game released to go with it. And so they had to release Sonic 3 early. That's why Sonic 3 got released in 2 separate parts. Because they had to release it, they had to have a game release to go along with the McDonald's toy tie-in. Wow. You remember scrapped info about 3 a while back? I imagine they would have just, like, copied shit from Sonic and Knuckles and had Knuckles show up in it. Final boss battle? I know, it's awesome. I'm almost done with this game. What's even the difference between Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles? Literally just more levels. Oh, I'm dead. Great. Sonic and Knuckles just was the second half of Sonic 3. Sonic 3, like, stops after, like, I think 6 zones or something. It's Sonic 3 has what? Angel Island, Hydro City, what's after Hydro City? Is that Ice Cap or White Ice, whatever, and then Marble Garden. Thank you. Or was Marble Garden? I don't know. I haven't played the standalone games in so long. I've only played Sonic 3 and Knuckles recently. Knuckles was in Sonic 3, but you couldn't play as him. He was just he was an antagonist that you would, like, fight. You could only play as Sonic and Tails, and then in Sonic and Knuckles, it was the second half of the game, but you could only play as Sonic and Knuckles, and then you could latch the games together. I was good that time. Then Casino. There wasn't Casino in a... Are you thinking of Carnival Nights? There was also no save in Sonic 3. You have that backwards. There's no save in Sonic and Knuckles. You could save in Sonic 3, but you couldn't save in Sonic and Knuckles. I mean, at this point, Sega has never, like, I think the last time Sega released the game separately was on the DS. At this point, Sega just considers Sonic 3 and Knuckles to be, like, one game. Oh my god, this is the worst boss in all of Sonic video game, Sonic history. Have I played Mania? Yeah, Mania is the best Sonic game. Mania is my favorite Sonic game, and the best one. This is the worst boss I've ever played in any Sonic game. This is such a nightmare. What a stupid boss fight. And what a dumb, stupid thing to have a boss rush. I'm sorry, my views on Sonic 4 are a little bit negative on account of the fact that this game is a poop game that everyone hates. If you really like Sonic 4, I'm sorry I can't say more nice things about it. Next time you should put your personality around a game that isn't terrible. Sonic 4 mentioned fire? Oh, I didn't see that, sorry. Favorite zone in Sonic Mania? Studiopolis Act 1. Your Chud GF made you match Yuri PFPs and yours is ugly as fuck? I'm timing you out for calling your wonderful GF a Chud. Even if it's true, you don't say that. Even if your GF is a chud, you don't call her that when she made you get matching Yuri PFPs. You should be grateful. You should be on your hands and knees thanking her. Timed out for 60 seconds. Nay? Okay, I'm a damn horse. Ow. Press Garden's also really good. Press Garden is also a really good level in Sonic Mania. I'm also a damn horse now. You want to play Sonic 4 now as it looks painful to play, so you want to? I mean, you can. I wouldn't pay full price for it, but this game goes on sale for like a couple of bucks sometimes. I would wait for it to be on sale for like $1. Are we doing episode 2? We'll see. We'll see what my mental is like after I finish episode 1. Oh, great. I just miss all my rings. Cool. $1, it's that bad? I just wouldn't recommend spending any money on this. I mean, emulate the, if you really want to be smart, I would maybe suggest emulate the mobile version, but if you really want to play it on PC, then yeah, I wouldn't spend more than like $2 on this game. Cool. 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 What are my thoughts on Superstars? Haven't played it yet. I'm waiting for it to go on sale for like 10 bucks. It's never gone beneath 20, and I don't want to pay more than $10 for it. From what I've seen, Superstars looks okay. And I like that there's a classic version of there's like a modern Amy outfit that you can get for classic Amy. I think that's very cute. Oh, cool. I didn't need those rings anyway. And I have no lives. Wonderful. Cool. 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 PC gamer mindset. Not wanting to spend money on shit that sucks mindset. Have I played Sonic 3 Air? Yeah, Air's really good. If I played the classic Sonic games, I generally tend to play Origins just because it's easier to like set up and like play. But I've played Air. Air's a like really good way to play Sonic 3. Oh, I only have 2 lives now, and I gotta go all the way back to the beginning. Great. What is Air? Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited is a fan mod of Sonic 3 that makes it 60 FPS widescreen. You need an actual copy of Sonic 3 to play it, though. $3 GB of Sonic 3 Air mods? Like, what do you... How? You just installed Zelda Majora's Mask on your phone? Neat. Cool. I've been thinking about doing the recomp is like really good and really easy to mod. I have the Majora's Mask recomp set up on my computer, and it's so wild playing that game in like 16:9 ultra like 4K HD widescreen. Shoutouts to Neryl and his 4K Majora's Mask mod pack. Oh, that's new. Hers is Miwa. Oh my god, wait, are you reading How to Be Relationship? And she looks amazing in the PFP, but Seiko has a huge forehead and is wearing a dog water fit. Classic Seiko. And yet here you are, complaining. Classic Seiko. What is this game? This is Sonic 4. I don't think I can give out where to actually download ROMs from. I think my stream could get in trouble if I say that. I think there are other places you can actually go to find out how to get ROMs for systems. I am not one of them. I can't give actual information on that. Okay, go here, and then go there, and then we're good. No one dies. The music makes you insane. What? You don't like your 5-second loop? You don't like your 5-second loop? I can't just say hypothetically and then also tell you where to go to like do something illegal. That doesn't make it fine. Like, that's not how that works. I cannot help you download ROMs. I'm sorry. Am I dead? Oh, I'm dead. Oh no, okay, wow, the game was so nice to let me live. Didn't I have like 15 lives before coming in here and now I have 2? Whatever. Please just post the ROM in chat. Yeah, let me ring up Nintendo too. The music should be at max because of the amazing soundtrack. Come on. How are emulators legal? It's funny you ask that. There is actual precedent for emulators going back to the 90s where there was this company called Connectix which tried to, well, didn't try. They made a PlayStation emulator that they were selling. And Sony tried to sue them along with Nintendo. And they took Connectix to court. And the courts basically said, hey, emulators making an actual like reverse engineering a console and then selling it as like an emulator, perfectly legal. It's fair use. You can't just like tell them to stop doing that. That would be like, you know, they're a competitor in the space and like it's completely fine for them to reverse engineer emulators and sell them and like make them. You can't just like destroy them. And so that's why Dolphin and other emulators never get taken down or never attacked, because there is legal precedent from the 90s in the Connectix case that makes it so that if Nintendo genuinely tried to like get rid of an emulator, they'd probably lose because there's legal precedent from the Connectix case in the 90s. What about Citra? I don't want to talk about Citra. Basically, Citra was the Citra and Yuzu and Regionix. There's a lot of different drama and a lot of different like, you know, stuff there that is more than I can probably get into in a reasonable way. But basically, they didn't actually go to court for that. Nintendo just threatened them with court and they backed down. So like, it's hard to say what would have happened, you know, if they had gone to court. The reality is like, even though there is legal precedent, Nintendo still has a shit ton of money and lawyers, and if you don't, that can make it kind of tough to like defend yourself, even if legally you're maybe in the right. This is your favorite of my avatars? Yeah, this one's really fun. I have, if you want to find out who drew all the avatars in my Discord, I have a channel that is just links to all of the different artists who drew all my different PNG tubers. Granted, the Connectix case does not protect dumping ROMs. That's why Nintendo always attacks ROM sites and never attacks like actual emulators themselves, because downloading ROMs, I think there's legal precedent for that to be illegal. But actually going after the emulators, Nintendo can't do. Oh boy, the Death Egg robot from Sonic 2. Awesome. This is what everyone wanted. Wow, they really just did not give a fuck. Doesn't this take like 20 hits to beat or something in this game? Homing attack makes it easier. Oh, this is nowhere near as bad as it was in Sonic 2, but like, I'm mostly just mad that this is here as the final boss. That the final boss of this game is literally just like the exact rehash of the one from Sonic 2. They couldn't come up with a single creative idea. All of the bosses are like redone. It's embarrassing that this got released. My ring? Oh, it's gone. Great. Okay, no rings. Did I win? What do you mean you're suspended again, Shermie? You're not suspended. Although I should time you out for saying League of Legends. I think I'll do that. I think you're gonna get timed out for a minute for saying League of Legends. Why does this game look so much harder as fuck? It's not hard, it's just tedious and annoying and poop. It's a poop game. They made a poop game and they sold it to people. They sold us a poop game. Oh no, I accidentally hit the turn off Sonic 4 button. Uh-oh, silly me. Ha 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 ha. Butterfingers. Wow, what the? That's crazy. Oh my god, I also just saw everyone on TikTok who's been sending gifts. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I didn't see those before, but thank you. Why am I playing it then? Why are you watching the stream then? Huh? This can go on forever. How much is the game not on sale? Let's find out. Sonic 4 Episode 1 is $10, but it is on sale for $5 right now. This game is actually on sale for $5 right now. So, I guess take that for what it is. Episode 2 co-op is horrendous. I don't have anyone who I could even force to play Episode 2 with me, and I wouldn't do that anyway. Sonic Adventure 2 is 10. I think I've seen it on sale for cheaper than that. It's on sale for Sonic SA2 is 5 right now. Oh my god. Please get SA2 for $5, not Sonic 4. What are we doing? Episode 2 is another 10. Like money-wise, probably same amount, I assume. Episode 2 is a better game than Episode 1. It's at least more creative since they didn't just like rehash everything from Episode 1, or from Sonic 1 and 2, but it's still not great. Yeah, it's $5 also. Chat, dare I play Episode 2? Dare I play Episode 2? I don't know that I would make it. After you finish Episode 1. I did finish Episode 1. I don't know what you're talking about. Episode 1 is over. I don't know what you mean. Episode 1's done. No, you didn't? Yeah, it's over. Hold on. No, Episode 1's done. Episode 1 is forever finished. Look, my life doesn't like get made better or worse from finishing Episode 1. It doesn't do anything to it. It's a neutral. It makes no difference whether or not I beat Sonic for Episode 1. It doesn't change anything. It's just one tedious boss fight. Yeah, but like, you know, it sucks. And I'd have to go through all the bosses prior just to get there again. Could play like Overwatch. Shroomy, you are just full of terrible options today. Okay, the options are Sonic 4 Episode 2. See, Zach, if I didn't have to go through and fight all of the bosses up until Death Egg Robot, I would maybe be more inclined to give it another shot. The fact that I have to go through and refight all 4 bosses prior to it completely kills any desire I have to actually go back and try to beat the Death Egg Robot. I'm sorry that I'm giving up the prestige of beating Sonic 4. I'm sorry that I can't do that, but like, I'm sorry. I'll forever be known as the streamer that failed to beat Sonic 4, and that's just the cross I'll have to bear, I suppose. Trust me, the game gets good after the Death Egg? Yeah, because it ends! I guess I don't disagree with you there. Episode 2 it is then. Yeah, fine. Yeah, we can play episode 2. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Hold on, a friend just texted me saying asking what my favorite Digimon is. Oh god, well, Terriermon, obviously. What other Digimon do I really like? I guess Terriermon and Lopmon are like 2 of my favorite. Angemon? Yeah, Patamon line. Where the Sonic at? I'm launching it. I'm getting the game set up. TikTok has no concept of like patience. TikTok is, you know what? Hold on. Fuck, I'm trying to find that image where it's like patience enjoyers be like, not yet. But like legit. Okay, found it. I found it. Save image as why is this a GIF? Okay. Here, you guys get to see a .gif of the patient's image, I guess. If I can even find it in this horrible nonsense folder of images that I have. There you go. Learn. Watching the stream with anime playing in the background. It better be good anime. What are you watching? Thought Agumon was your favorite? I like Agumon, but I don't think Agumon's my favorite. Like, my absolute favorite line? I do like Agumon, but I think Terriermon's better designed. Okay. Let me, get the game up. We'll do... $1920 by $1080. Save settings and launch. Let me make sure the game audio can be heard. It doesn't properly, whatever. Okay, enough of patience enjoyers. Let me get the game up for you guys. The Villainess is adored by the prince. You should read I Favor the Villainess. It's really good. Or watch it. It's also an anime. But it sounds like whatever you're watching, but it's Yuri instead, so it's better. Can you please put up a photo of Homer Simpson? Homer Simpson? Can I put Minecraft parkour up so you can pay attention? You'll get Subway Surfers and you'll like it. Single player. The game does look nicer, I can't deny that. I Favor the Villainess or I'm in Love with the Villainess are the Yuri ones. It's about overworked Japanese salary woman who dies from being overworked and gets isekai'd into her favorite video game where you're supposed to marry one of 3 princes, but she doesn't care about any of the straight romances from her visual novel dating sim game, and instead tries to get with the like antagonist, like bully character. And because she's like a master of the game who knows everything about it, she basically just uses her like encyclopedic knowledge of this game that she's like super autistic about to win over the bully woman who's supposed to hate her. Visually, this game does look a lot better than Sonic 4 Episode 1. And Tails is here, and you can do this. How do I do my cool Tails moves? Okay, you can do nothing. Pretty recent. It's a few years old, I think. Why are there no sound effects? Excuse me? Why are there no sound effects? Music, sound effects 100%. That was weird. Am I going crazy, or were there not sound effects for a second? This is like when teacher starts talking about her failed marriage instead of teaching, like, yes, tell us about Yuri and don't play Sonic 4. I mean, if you're gonna put a gun to my head about it. What's this Sonic game? This is Sonic 4 Episode 2. Tell us all about How Do We Relationship. It's about two women that date each other, and it sucks, and they're very bad at dating each other, and they hurt each other a lot. But they also grow as individuals, and it's beautiful, but also they do cause each other a lot of pain. Episode 2 looks and plays a lot better. I agree that it looks better, and it plays a little bit better. I think the general design philosophy is pretty similar. But Tails is here, and Tails is cool. I'm not reading that, Shroomy. I'm not reading that. That's not. We don't think like that here. Yeah, Sonic. Episode 4. Sonic 4 Episode 2, everyone's favorite one. I meant I'm not reading it out loud, Shermie. Anyway, everyone go read some Yuri, develop some emotions. Wait until you get to that sand oil level. I'm sure it'll be fine. Nothing bad will ever happen. Oh, they actually make you play the levels in order in this one. I kind of forgot about that. Shermie, if that's true, then why didn't they stay together in the manga? Well, checkmate. The power of teamwork? Yeah, something like that. Oh boy, I sure do love Not Aquatic Ruin. God, I don't know. This is pretty similar to Sonic 4 Episode 1, if I'm being honest. I can't believe they didn't fundamentally change the game. Thoughts on Yaoi? I don't think about Yaoi. At least the model looks better. That's true. It does look like it blends into the world more, which is nice. But again, I don't think that was really the big problem with Sonic 4. Doggy, you got it. Hashtag bark. Roll for VIP, you also got it. One. I do think it's very funny that a game that is ostensibly about going fast has you stop in place every time you use Tails. Oh, let's do the special stage. Never mind. I failed. Slightly bad, but still slightly less bad, but still bad. Sonic 4. Yeah. 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 There should be a game about a fast hedgehog. It would never work. Just wait till the sand level. You're like the third person to mention the sand level in this game. This stream, that's scary. And the game sound is from Heroes. The menu sounds are all from Heroes too. I mean, I don't really think that reusing assets like that is like a big deal. Generations did that too, although it gets kind of a better pass since it's supposed to be like a game about that stuff, about like reusing old stuff. But I don't think, again, if it had different sound effects, I don't think that would have made the game better. These are all very surface level. This game could have had beautiful 16-bit artwork and like sound effects that were all original and good music, and I still think it fundamentally just wouldn't be very fun to play compared to the older Sonic games. What if they made a game about a fast blue hedgehog in 2006? Check the news, any channel! What if they made a game about a blue hedgehog going on an adventure for the second time? I would say bullshit, because it's definitely not the second adventure that blue hedgehog has gone on. That hedgehog has been on so many more adventures than just 2. This is like a big adventure to space? It's not even the first time Sonic's been to space! Just ignore Sonic 2 and 3 and Sonic, I guess Sonic Advance came out later. Okay, fair enough. You got me. I guess as long as I ignore all those other times Sonic went on adventures, then yeah, it's the second adventure. Did I know I don't have to actually play this? I don't have to do anything. I could just lie in my bed and turn to mush and like die, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna live. I choose living. And that's at the end of the day what Sonic 4 is. It's choosing to live. Could play Knuckles Chaotix. I have never played Knuckles Chaotix. That might be fun, but I'd have to set up an emulator for 32X, and that sounds like annoying. That would take me like, what, 10 minutes? Ugh. Talk about a time sink. The living streamer? Many are saying this. Many have tried and failed to prove that I'm no longer alive. Yeah, they're calling me the streamer with a pulse. Can I go anywhere else? Not yet. Maybe the other ones open up after this. Dueling Eggman's new creation. The streets call her the liver? That's... I wish they would call me something else, but sure, yeah, that's what they call me. I missed shit. No! No, I missed everything! Oh well, it's fine. Oh boy, they're using a Sonic 2 boss fight. Oh, but it's a little different. Okay. Oh, Susie Cream Cheese, thank you so much for the gift sub. Okay, that was a fun little fake out. I can't deny. Will the boss fight be fun? Probably not, but it is original, at least. What Sonic 2 boss fight did that? The boss fight in, what is it? The water level in Sonic 2. I literally said its name earlier. Had, like, the stone pillars come up on the sides, and he would, like, jump on them to hit Eggman. Aquatic Ruin. Why is it the same music loop? Because Sonic 4 has bad music. I love this design. Sonic Rush had the same issue. Dimps just does this with their Sonic bosses, where they just make it so the boss can only be hit for like 2 seconds, and then the rest is just like an endurance test of just waiting around and not doing anything. It's why the Rush fights also suck. They have the same design philosophy, and why the Mania bosses don't suck, because those ones, you're actually like actively involved in the fights way more, and can like get through them a lot faster if you know how to play them. But isn't this so fun? It's just like, wait around. Am I like missing something? Or do I have to use Tails? Is that it? Oh, okay. No, that was my fault then. I take it back. That was user error. I'll use Tails this time and it won't fail. Music still sucks. That much is true. And the Rush boss fights also suck. That much is also true. Believe it or not, this is actually not fun. This boss fight actually kind of sucks. I'm gonna live here forever. Literally, Superstars boss fights have that same boss fighting design philosophy. That's what I've heard. It's like really big with Jimps, but like none of the classic games were like that. Classic games had you a lot more engaged, and like even though this fight's not as bad as I initially thought, like it is still just boring. And the fact that it takes so many hits to get through, like this fight should have ended like 30 seconds ago, and I'm just still here. And if you die, like, I've been here for like 3 minutes, and if you die, it's all the way back to the beginning. The stage's music is low-key fire. What are we doing? What's going on? I mean, Superstar boss fights, you can at least cheese a little bit. What is that music? It's not good, is the thing. Oh, now I can go to White Park or Oil Desert. Lucky me. Lucky me. Oh my god, listen to this. Listen to this music, it's terrible. Could also hear you out play something else. Yeah, but everything you've suggested is even worse. Salted Peanuts, I think you need better standards for music. Have I played any Klonoa? Nope. I think I have the games. I think I got them a while ago. I either have them on Switch or I have them on Steam. Let me check my Steam account. Do I own Klonoa on Steam? I guess not. I don't think I have it on Steam, but I think I have the Switch ports of them. Could play Sonic R. I'd again have to set up a emulator for, I'd have to set up a Saturn emulator. Or I guess, isn't there a port of it on GameCube that I could do from like the Gems collection or something? You could emulate Gems on Dolphin? Maybe I'll do Sonic R. I've never tried Sonic R. Maybe I'll give it a go. I'm still so mad that Knuckles Chaotix isn't on the Gems collection. Cool. I cannot get over how bad the music here is. It's because the 32X is a little funky to emulate. I believe in them. They could do it. I think they just have to give a shit. I do like that every time you jump off your board here, you randomly get a new one immediately. That's really stupid, but in a way I find kind of funny. Sonic is just pooping out a bunch of skateboards. Omega, I always have like a bunch of different models each stream. You should have known this by now. Nice to see people getting mileage out of that redeem. Yep. Haven't seen them in such rapid succession. There's been a lot of people redeeming it today. Well, someone just did. Well, there we go. I'm different. Oh, I got eaten by ice. I see. Definitely would love a complete collection one day. I would have at least liked for Knuckles Chaotix to be in Sonic Origins. I think it would have made that game a lot nicer if Chaotix was in it. Abolish this ice? I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Hi Bland, welcome in. How's it going? I'm playing Sonic. We had nearly every classic Sonic game in one place. Not even close. I mean, we didn't have the Master System versions of any of the Game Gear games. And we were missing Knuckles Chaotix. Spinball wasn't there. The Genesis version of Spinball wasn't there. Nor did it have Sonic 3D Blast. You haven't seen Sonic 4 Episode 1 in forever? Well, you still haven't, because this is Episode 2. Did I not upgrade? I didn't update the category. I finished Episode 1 earlier. I didn't update the category. Sonic 4 Episode 2. There we go. New model looks so good. Yeah, Amity did such a good job with this one. Sorry, Bland. You misidentified Sonic Adventure. Sonic 4 Episode 4 is Episode 1. Jail for a million years. Have I ever played Fire Emblem? No. This one was done by my friend Amity, who does a lot of sprite work. I think some of it's based on Fire. I think some of the stuff she's drawn is Fire Emblem based on. Just some of the other work she's worked on, or some of the other pixel art she's done. Oil Desert next? Fine, I'll do Oil Desert since everyone loves Oil Desert. The palette is pretty much straight from Fire Emblem. Well, there you go. Straight from the mouth of the artist. The palette is straight from Fire Emblem. They got poop beetles throwing poop balls at me. That's wild. They shouldn't do that. Oh my god, do I go down here? Great. You just love Sega to just shove Mega and Gems together and release it? I mean, I think that's kind of what people wanted from the Origins collection. And I don't know, I don't think Origins is bad, but I definitely think it was kind of half-baked. Do I like the Werehog stage combat? I haven't really played it. I've only played a very small amount of Unleashed. I do have to say probably no. I don't generally play Sonic games for combat, which is also kind of my issue with Frontiers. And why I think I had more fun with Frontiers when I downloaded a save file that already had all that shit done and unlocked. And just did New Game Plus. Never played Sonic? What should you play to first understand the lore? I mean, do you care about the lore? The only games that actually have, like, any lore that kind of matters is the Sonic Adventure games. I guess there's lore in the original Genesis games, but it's very secondary to gameplay. Because, like, there's no dialogue or anything because they're retro games. You kind of just read the manual to get, like, a brief overview of what was happening. No! No! Okay. Thank you, Sonic 4. Agony. Never-ending pain. Hey, Shade. How's it going? Okay. 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 Fair enough. That's on me for dreaming. That's on me for wishing for a better world. What are you playing, Sonic? How did this not win Game of the Year? I guess everyone was too busy hitting themselves in the head with hammers that year to recognize genius. Chat. I can't do it anymore. It's been 3 hours. I've played too much Sonic 4 today. I'll be back tomorrow with something that isn't Sonic 4. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm gonna go get lunch. Or maybe a late lunch, early dinner? Dinner? I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for chilling. You've all been great. And I'll be back tomorrow. I think I might stream some N64 tomorrow. I want to test out my new Analog 3D that I got, and I'm excited for it. So, there you go. Maybe I'll stream a damn Mario or something. Bye, everyone!